Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is your twin flame reading for June 23rd through June 30th. Let's begin. So the Divine Feminine is starting a new project. They are in the culmination of a project. It's like a beginning, a start, something. It could be education, it could be working on a goal, a dream. It could be work-wise, career-wise, starting something new. So the Divine Feminine is in this energy, working on themselves, which is great. That's their focus now. The Divine Masculine's focus is a project also, but the Divine Masculine is working really hard to complete something. This is more of like something coming to an end, a cycle coming. It could be anything with the Divine Masculine, rather. It doesn't have to be specific. It could be, career-wise. It could be education. It could just be a personal project. Something that they need to close out in order to move out of a certain phase that they're in. So they know that they need to finish this before they can move forward in their life. So it's kind of like they're trying to quickly get out of that energy. So they're very busy working hard to finish up something. Okay. Both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine are looking back to the past to see, but they keep getting like flashbacks of how everything panned out, in their relationship, how there were lies and deceit and how much pain was involved. So they are thinking about how, the relationship ended because of, the lies, deceit, how it happened, how it panned out, why they left. It's kind of like, when you go over something that happened, like something comes up, a memory, and then you think of, okay, like this really happened, and then you think of, okay, it happened because of this, and you try to analyze the situation when you keep getting flashbacks of what happened. And then what happens is when you are working on yourself, okay, when you are focusing on other things in your life, which is what the Divine Feminine, most of the Divine Feminine is doing right now, Divine Masculine too, I should say, which is awesome. You look back to that situation and then you see it in a different perspective. You look back to that, the like lying, whatever it is, the deceit, betrayal, however it panned out in your relationship. You look back to it and you look at it in a different perspective. So that's what's happening with both the Divine Feminine and Masculine right now. They're looking back, but they're looking back in a different way. Because when you start focusing on yourself, your growth, when you look back to something, it's the same thing. It's the same thing we're talking about. It could be anything, but in this instance, when you look back to your connection with your divine counterpart, and you think of it in a different way, it actually helps you heal that pain, that, the betrayal you went through. So that's what's going on with the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. And when they're thinking about the cheat and then cheating, the lying, the betrayal, however it panned out in your relationship, they are basically looking at it at a different perspective this time around. Okay? And they are thinking also about all the good times you guys had together. Because a twin flame union can't just be all bad, you guys. I'm sure there was unbelievable memories that you shared together with your twin. I mean, your twin is the perfect counterpart for you. So they are reminiscing. You are reminiscing about all the good times you had. So as the energy of this is fading, the sneakiness, the lying, the facade of truth that you believed, all of that, as this is your perspective of this is changing, like how it panned out, how you left or they left, the ending, moving on. It's the energy of that holding on to that pain is subsiding, which is great. It doesn't mean that it's gone, but it is fading out. And that's why, as it is fading out, you're thinking of all the good times that you shared together, all the memories, that spark, that connection, that magnetic attraction you both have for one another, which is priceless. Okay? The love you shared, I'm getting a love like no other, which is definitely true for twin flames. So you're going into this, you're going into all the, memories, the great memories you guys had, all the fun you guys had together. The times when you think about it, you guys were kids, like not real, literally kids. I don't know. Well, some of you could be. Some of you could know your twins ever since you were a child, but for the ones that don't, I'm talking about like all the times you had with your twin that you guys acted like kids, when you guys had a lot of fun and like your inner child comes out together, all that fun stuff, like that's what you're thinking of. So as this pain is subsiding, I hope it is for all of you. There's a large group that it is for. This is coming out, and this is awesome. So I hope you guys are in this energy, because the more you focus on all the good times you have with your twin, the more closer you are to manifesting those fun and good times again. The goodness, the love, the giddiness, that connection, that strong connection you have, that's undying. So for the divine feminine, spiritual growth came up. So I'm really happy about this. Divine feminines, you are definitely working on your spiritual growth. And a lot of you are starting like new practices, whether it's, you're getting further into meditation, or you're just trying to work on your body, exercising, just getting your focus off of, the separation. For the ones that are already united with your twin, for the ones who already got that text or that email or the call that I was talking about out of the blue, the surprise, you are also working on your spiritual growth, definitely. And you might not know how to, like, what extent your spiritual growth is helping in your union, but it is enormously helping. Like, I don't even know how to tell you. So you might not see the group that you still are not in communication at all with your twin. You might not see it right now, but things are working behind the scenes that you are unaware of, and things are falling into place. So this is all about divine timing. So divine will, divine timing, things are being orchestrated, okay? You do not see it happening, you're not feeling, you're like, oh my God, I've been working on myself, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, I don't see any progress. What's going on? Am I doing something wrong? Should I look into another modality? Whatever. Listen, guys, everything works out in the right timing, okay? Everything is orchestrated. Your union, you coming back together with your twin, it's already manifested. You just don't see it. You're not living it right now, but it has already happened. So just keep on working on yourself. Don't give up. Don't lose faith, because things are falling into place. I promise you. And just don't, for the group of you who don't work on themselves, like, okay, I'm getting meditation really strong. For the, excuse me, for the ones that don't meditate at all, you're having trouble meditating, please try to meditate 5 minutes a day. Don't put a time on yourself. I mean, you can start, slowly. Don't be hard on yourself, like, oh, I gotta meditate for 30 minutes, first time. No. Start with 5 minutes a day, just clearing your mind. That is the most important thing. Clearing your mind of all the crap that you go through during the day. Like, oh, I have to do this, I have to pick up the kids, I have to call this person, I have to email this person, I have to go to work early, whatever it is. Get that out of your system, okay? So just start with 5 minutes a day. It really helps, I promise you. And I know a lot of people that are in the spiritual community are like, 5 minutes is nothing, but for people who begin, 5 minutes is a huge how should I say this? It's huge progress. 5 minutes for somebody who has never meditated, who doesn't meditate at all, is a big deal, okay? Those 5 minutes can release a lot of the junk that you're going through during the day, and it's going to really help you with your growing, with releasing a lot of energies that are holding you back from growing, from becoming who you really are. So please meditate 5 minutes a day, and don't even time yourself. I mean, you shouldn't even time yourself to begin with. Just close your eyes, put some music on. I love solfeggio music. It's really healing. So you could put music on, just focus on something, focus on the music, focus on a fan you have in your room, focus on the clock ticking if you like that noise, whatever it is. Just put, that focus on. Do not think about time-wise, okay? Just do it. Just release. And the most important thing I have to say is breath, okay? When you close your eyes, the first thing you need to do is take a deep breath, okay? Hold it in and exhale. That's very important. The breath is very important to meditation, okay? For the divine masculines, my divine masculines, they are in an energy of forgiveness, okay? And I know the divine feminines listening are like, what are you talking about? They're not the ones to forgive. Well, they are the ones to forgive themselves, you guys. So you have to realize divine masculine, most of them did the harm, obviously, but they are busy trying to forgive themselves. They're in this, okay? It's not easy. So divine feminines, have compassion, because think about how it would be like if the tables were turned and you were the one who caused so much pain to someone. You were the one who was inflicting the pain that you went through. Think about it. Think about it when the tables are turned. So imagine what crap the divine masculine feels, because he already knows. I'm sorry, I'm saying he. I mean any divine masculine. They already know that you are their counterpart. So they are in the state of, my God, why did I do this to this person? They are my everything. They are my soulmate. They are my twin. However they classify you as, they know that you both are meant to be together. They know that. I don't care who is the divine masculine, they know already. So they have already realized that, and they are in the process of forgiving themselves. And they are in the process of being true to themselves and moving forward with integrity. Being true to yourself after you have been lying to yourself for such a long time is really hard. So this is gonna take some time, but of like accepting how they're having trouble accepting how they inflicted that pain on you. Okay, so they are in this mode of forgiving themselves. Okay, so that's what they're going through right now, forgiving themselves as they're closing out a cycle. They're closing out a cycle of something that they know they have to finish in order to move out of that energy, to move out of that, because the divine masculine, regardless of them inflicting the pain on you, they're getting flashbacks too. They hate the way things ended with you, okay? So some of them hate themselves, which is like really sad. So they have to accept themselves for what they did, and then they are getting out of that energy, okay? And they are moving into trust, okay? So trusting in their union with you, and trusting in the process of forgiving themselves and moving forward with integrity. For a lot of the divine masculines, it's very hard for them to apologize. I have to tell you, they haven't been focused in that most of all their lives. Like, apologies for them are really hard. So you might not get an apology for them. They might just come back into your life just like with a clean slate. Like, clean slate, they forgave themselves, they apologized to you in their hearts, they are sorry. A lot of them, I'm feeling like, when like you do something to hurt someone, and you're like, oh my God, what the heck did I do? Why did I hurt this person? How could I do this? Like, you feel like that person was not a part of you. And that is true. That person is not the part of you, because divine masculines inflicting the pain is not a part of them, like the true them, their higher selves. That's not them. That's their lower selves, you guys. And you have to understand, divine masculines have been operating on the lower for a very long time. I mean, I know they go in and out of the lower and higher lately, but they have been operating lower perspective for a long time. Okay, so a lot of them are hating on themselves right now because they can't believe what they did to you. Okay, so they're in that thing, they're trying to get that energy out because they know they can't move forward with you until they forgive themselves. There's no way. You can't have a union with someone unless you forgive yourself. It just doesn't happen. There has to be a lot of forgiving, and the same goes to divine feminines. You can't move forward with this union that you want, that blissful union, unless you forgive them. That's it. Forgive them, forgive yourself. However it panned out in your relationship, the forgiving has to happen. And then I wanted to pull an energy card. So yeah, the divine masculine is trying to forgive himself. So for all of you who are still separated on the physical, I mean, from your counterpart, if you haven't still gotten that text or email, you will be getting it soon. For some group of you, the divine masculine, since he's in this energy, he's just trying to figure out how to get out of it. He knows that he needs to get out of that energy before he communicates with you. I mean, when I say he, I mean the masculine. Sorry, guys. So, and he's busy finishing up something. He knows that until he doesn't finish this project, he can't get into this mode. I'm getting strong that some of them can't multitask. Like they're the type of people that do stuff in like steps, like, okay, I gotta finish this, and then once I finish this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna start this, and then once I finish this, like, so it's kind of like going step by step. The divine masculine, step by step to get to you, divine feminine. Ooh, awesome. Okay, I love this. Okay, guys. So yes, this goes exactly with what I'm saying. So, both of you are really working hard to get into this, get to the union, okay? So, strengthening bonds is coming through. Is coming in for both of you. And what it's going to be like, okay, when you reunite with your twin on the physical, it's going to be like this new love. That's what it's going to be like. It's not going to be like how it was in the past. It's going to be like a different kind of love. And you know what it's going to be like? It's going to be more friendship-like, It's going to be like the divine feminine and the divine masculine are like partners, like real partners, where you guys are, but like it's gonna be more of like, that kind of, that's what the twin flame union is supposed to be like. It's gonna be like friendly, like divine partners, it's just gonna be like a completely different love. It's gonna blow you away. So it is coming. So whoever who hasn't received any communication yet, it's because divine masculine is working on finishing up his stuff, getting out of whatever cycle he's in. It could be karmic cycle too, because a lot of the divine masculines now are releasing a lot of patterns that they have been in for years, like patterns that don't serve them. And I just want to let you all know, regardless of divine masculine, if you are together with your divine masculine, if you are communicating in any way, and you're probably thinking, oh, is he not growing? Is he still sleeping? He's not sleeping. His divine masculine is waking up, guys. So regardless, I mean, if you know he's not doing like, you know, if you know he's not like doing yoga or like meditation or whatever it is, it doesn't mean he's not growing. I know some of you are like, I can't imagine my divine masculine doing that stuff. But he is. He's working on himself. Okay. All right, you guys. I got Seek the Truth for both of you. I love how this is like two faces. This is so interesting. Okay, this is about going within in your inner self and seeking your truth. This is about you finding out who the true you is, okay? So I highly recommend to whoever is working on themselves that is watching, which is most of you, work on your inner self, because you will find who you are. There's this person inside of you that some of you might not know, and that person needs to come out, because that's when your life completely shifts to the positive and you raise yourself in your higher frequency and you step into your power. Like that's what happens, and that is like the ultimate growth spiritually, you guys. So so go within, see who you are. There is this book about self-realization. Oh my God, what is it called? Who Am I by Sanara Maharshi. Yes. Who Am I? And he has these like exercises you do of like to try to figure out who you are. So you do these meditations where you ask, who am I? It's very interesting. So if you guys want to check it out, it's Sanara Maharshi. He is Indian, I think. Yes. Okay. So self-realization is very important when it comes to spiritual growth. And I hope you guys are all doing that. And to look forward to, let's see. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Yay. All right, guys. So I got celebration and dreams. Okay. This dream, I mean, this one doesn't have to do with your physical. I mean, oh God, how should I put this? It doesn't have to do with like dreaming, like at night when you go to sleep, or this has to do with your dreams, like dreams goals. Okay. Whatever you're working on, you guys, you're going to be celebrating, okay? The celebration is coming. Some of you who have been working on something for a while and not seeing growth, it could be anything. It could be just like an intention you place, like, hey, I want to, you know, I don't know, lose 30 pounds or whatever it is. Like, I'm just giving you an example. Or I want to I don't know, be able to do 100 push-ups, you know, every day, whatever it is, or it's a career goal, or it's any kind of goal that you have. I know most of you are not seeing the progress or what's becoming of it, but it's coming. So just hang in tight. And oh, and this could also be your dream of reuniting with your twin. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, you guys are going to be celebrating soon. So just hang in there. Do your work. Work on yourself, which is the most important thing. And soon enough, you will have your hands up celebrating. I love this. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.